Hello, this is Ultimate Prime here, and today we're going to be looking at Titan's Return, Loudmouth. Now, he's one of the smaller Legend class figures, or Legion class figures, actually. They're really small. And before we get started looking at the character, though, let's take a look at the box. The box doesn't really show very much. It just shows a picture of the head sculpt of Loudmouth, which he does turn into a head, of course. And you see that same picture up on the top. If you turn it to the back, it just shows that he transforms in one step. It doesn't show anything about any other molds or vehicles that he has. So that's really enough of the packaging. So let's just take a look at the figure himself. Here he is in his vehicle mode. And I mean, I actually think he looks pretty good. I'm pretty impressed with how they've done this. I'm not usually one for the smaller figures, but these guys, they did a good job of really making these guys, giving them some playability with these vehicle modes, and yeah, making them into fun characters or fun figures, even for their size. So let's take a look here. So in this mode, it's sort of like hover car. It looks pretty good. This is the official mode. What I usually like to do is pull this little thing out here, and it gives him kind of like a little blaster or something that he can use to ride around with. So yeah, I like this mode. Let's go ahead and take him out of the vehicle and just take a quick look at Loudmouth himself. He, there he is. He's red and gray. And if you look on the back, he has the head sculpt. A very G1 head sculpt, actually. And let's see. He does have some articulation. His arms can move up and down. This arm can move up and down. His head can turn all the way around. His legs can bend here at the waist. They can go forward and back. And his knees can bend forward and back all the way around. And that's pretty much all the articulation you're going to get. This the normal amount of articulation you get with these guys. So let's I'm going to get him transformed into his second vehicle mode. I'm not exactly sure what it's called, but you flip this up and flip this part up, turn the vehicle over, flip this part up, and you can seal that up. And there is his other vehicle mode. Now you take him, and his head actually slots in here. Let me turn it so it fits. His head will slot in here. And you fold it up like that. And there he is in his official, I'm not sure what you call this. I guess some sort of tank thingy. It looks kind of odd with him slotted in there with his head in there. So I don't usually like to put his head in that way, even though that is the official mode. What I usually like to do with this character is I'll take him out. He has some peg holes down here, which are used mostly for the previous mode, but you can use it still in this mode. So what I like to do is peg let's take his arms out first, and then peg his feet in there. And you kind of have to bend it and then push it in. And then you can lean him forward, and he can sort of be manning this gun. And to me, I think that just looks a little bit better for this mode. And you, of course, go with whichever way you would like. But that's the kind of the way that I like to display him in this mode. Now, he does have a third mode, and I think his third mode looks a little bit better with him pegged in. So let's go ahead and flip him down and peg his head into this part and pull this up. And then all you do is you pull this handle down and you spread this part out, and that is his official gun mode. Yeah, it kind of looks like it could be some sort of gun, but when you actually put it in somebody's hands, it doesn't really work, if you ask me. So for instance, let's take Autobot Blaster here. And you put it in, and of course Blaster is a liter size figure, so he should be able to hold a larger weapon, but any of the Transformers in this line, deluxe and up, can hold this. But if you put it in his hand, okay, let's fold this down. Yeah, I mean, it kind of can look like he's holding a gun, I guess, but it really looks kind of weird to me. Even if you fold these down, I tried doing that, it still looks a little weird. It maybe looks a little more like a gun with those down. You can kind of see the missiles here on the side, and it looks like maybe it could be some sort of scope or something. So it can kind of look like a gun like that, but not really, not if you ask me. But anyway, that is his gun mode, or that's one variation of his gun mode. It's supposed to have the flaps out. He can become a head for several different sizes of robots. So let's start here with the leader class. And so if you lift up the helmet here for Blaster, you can slot him right in here. And let's see. How's he gonna best fit? Should fit in right there. There he goes. And he can, and you just slide the helmet right back on. And there he goes. He slots right there inside of Blaster. He looks a little weird with Blaster because he's already got a visor, and now Blaster has two visors. But yeah, he does fit in a leader class figure. Take him out. And let's check with a Voyager class figure. Sentinel Prime. You can put him on the head of Sentinel Prime. And there he goes. He slots in there quite nicely. And Sentinel Prime has these little side things that pop out. And yeah, so he can fit on the head of a Voyager class. And of course, we can use Chrome Dome here, and he can fit on the head of a deluxe class. And there you go. I like that he is compatible with some of the other figures. I think it adds a little bit to the playability of these characters. And the fact that they come with these little vehicles is really cool as well. So, I'm just going to sit him in here. That's pretty much it for, or here, why don't I stand him up then? So he doesn't look too crazy. Yeah. So anyway, that's pretty much it for this review. If you enjoyed it, please like, subscribe, and comment. And I'll be doing more reviews in the near future. So until then, you have a great day, and I'll catch you later.